Hello everyone and welcome back. In this very specific tutorial, I have actually covered a very important, very essential, and very general topic, which is about problems that students face during learning English language. Now, learning English language has become very important. Why? Because it's an international, it's a global, and it's going to be a universal language. People around the world learn this language as a national language, as a second language, as a foreign language. Now we people who live in the Asian countries, we learn English as a second language, and for us, the problems that we normally face, or the problems that actually, or the hurdles that come in our way, are different problems while we are learning English language. So I have actually done my research and I've done my studies in this, and I'm going to record this video and I'm going to mention all those problems that students normally face, right? And these all problems are out of, thousands of students. I've experienced that thousands of students are having this problem. The problem number first that students have is the general grammar problem, right? Mostly students they commit grammatical errors. Now, committing grammatical errors, obviously, we do not speak English as a native language, so we are making grammatical errors, right? Now, how to overcome those grammatical errors, or what are the very common, or what are the very basic grammatical structures that we are supposed to learn. So I'm going to share a little bit of guidelines and instructions related to the general grammar. First of all, you students have to know about the subject and object, and the relationship between subject and object. And secondly, students have to know about the tenses. And after that, they can go for the voices, active voice, passive voice, and narrations. Now, these are the very basic and very general grammatical structures that students need to know. As a second language learner, students need to go through all these grammatical structures. Now, the second general problem that students normally face is related reading. Now, most of the times it happens to me only. Why? Because whenever I read something, I do not read it out loud. Actually, I read it in my heart. So obviously, I have noticed this thing in many of the students, that when it comes to reading, they can read things in their mind faster than their lips. It might happen to you as well. If you're given a text of English language, right, you feel so comfortable reading it in your mind, right? And your mind reads it faster. Now, students do have complaint and do have this issue, right? That why is our English fluency, speaking fluency, is not just like the way we are reading in our mind. It's just because we have not tried, actually. We have not tried reading out loud. So I always emphasize this, that reading out loud actually helps you to improve your listening exercise. It helps you to improve your speaking skills as well. So you always need to go for reading out loud, right? Now, once you practice this for a lot of time, then you need to focus on your body language, right? Whenever you read things out loud, then you have to take the same text, stand in front of a mirror, right? And try to read things and try to involve your body language as well. Why? Because body language is considered to be more effective than your verbal language. So you need to focus on your body language too. Now, the last problem that I normally experience that student face is related to pronunciation. Obviously, pronunciation is a major problem because we do not learn things as a native language. We do not live in that very environment where we hear and where we listen to the native speakers, and that's how we should mimic them. We do not live in that environment. So, for improving your English language and English pronunciation specifically, there's a very beautiful app by the name of English Stories in Levels. So, English Stories in Levels, you can download this app, and after downloading this app, There are certain levels you need to enter your level, either if that is starter, intermediate, or higher. And there are lots of stories which you can play their audio as well. So stories in a script base, right? And there's an audio available as well. You can play its audio and listen to its audio, and that's how you can correct your pronunciation, right? Okay, the previous point that I point out for you people, which was about reading. So mostly I watched this famous meme, and that meme is actually about your English level and your English skills. So there are always two pictures. They say the English in my mind and the English I speak. Why does that happen? The English which is in your mind is, more efficiently, more efficient. The English which is in your mind is more stylish and very outstanding, but the English you speak is very different. Why? It's just because you have not practiced reading. So when you practice reading for a lot of time, you improve your reading fluency. That affects your spoken fluency as well, and your spoken language improves as well. Well, these were some common and general issues that normally learners of English language face. So you need to know about these issues and you need to work on these areas so it provides you a comfortable time during learning English language. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Have a great time and stay blessed.